Bushiroad, a company responsible for Cardfight Vanguard, a show that started off very good but turned to shit, and Sword Art Online, a show that is complete shit. Now here is another of their programs, and let's just say it's getting into the four-letter word category. Cue title scene. Card Buddyfight is a new anime and card game created by that company that sounds kind of like some sort of butt fungus, Bushiroad. Why is it important that I say the name that makes this? Because the whole reason this show and game exists is because Bushiroad has a plan for incorporating all age demographics into card games. The plan is to have one for small children, one for older children, let's just say people who have experience with card games or are old enough to comprehend the rules, and a much more complicated, harder one called Y Schwartz. If you couldn't already guess, Cardfight Vanguard is the middle game. Now, this plan will most likely lose them money. Why? Because no one gives a crap about Y Schwartz, partially because that game also sounds like some sort of butt fungus. And Cardfight Vanguard, though successful, is treading on thin ice. That's right, in order to sell this stuff, turns out you actually have to put some effort into selling it. But that is another rant for another day. Let's talk about the youngest in this trifecta, and most likely the one that's going to kill it. Future Card Buddyfight is a card game I have not yet tried, but I do have this deck box for. Pick up at your local card retailers, because they're mostly just trying to get rid of it. Future Card Buddyfight will come out sometime early this year, and like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Masters, it has a show to go along with it. And that show is incredibly bad. Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It stinks. Essentially, the plot is exactly the same thing as, I don't know, 4! Basically, this lizard thing that you could see in the little thing I put up is a dragon prince or something that needs to go to Earth to team up with a human being to learn humility. What is this team up called? Buddyfight! A card game that I can't tell if it's a main part of their world, not a main part, or just some sort of medium. That's correct. 5 minutes into this show, this world immediately makes no sense. We have our dragon thing talking to his dad, because, you know, that's logical. And the dad tells him to go to Earth and find a partner, but the dad tells him he needs to find a partner who isn't perfect. This is the most blatant message you can throw in there. Look, I'm all for teaching kids to accept other people, and that I think is very important, but if you just throw it out there like that, it's not going to register. It's the same problem as Smurfs 2. If you want kids to learn something, they need to come to the conclusion themselves. Be cryptic. Be confusing. And here's the thing, it's not like this show needs to have a pilot approved, so it doesn't need to go under the curse American shows do and put everything in the first episode. Most Japanese shows are given running times and stuff before the pilot's ever even finished. So it's not like you need to just focus everything, spread things out. God knows that's what they've done with Vanguard. But the thing is that you need to do it in a way that keeps people interested. This story makes no sense. Our main character, he goes beyond generic. He doesn't even make sense. I can't tell. Is he supposed to be nervous? Is he supposed to be strong, quiet, brave? It makes no sense. He jumps around so much. Why should I like or connect with a character who changes once every 5 minutes? When you kind of got your sort of interesting character, who I guess is our rival at the beginning, he's the one who uses the green dragon or whatever, he seems sort of interesting, but his role makes no sense. I don't understand why kids are police in this world. I get this is trying to appeal to little kids, but if you can't make your existing fan base understand something, you're screwed. And that's what this is. God, every 5 seconds it has to include the word buddy. Why? I know Bushiroad is a smart company. Why include this? When kids are attracted to these things, it's because it looks cool and makes them feel grown up. It's why we all loved Pokemon in the 90s when we were younger. They were cute, and you could have little stuffed animals, and you could sleep with them at night, but it didn't feel like you were a pissy girl with her little stuffed animals because they could kill people. Same thing goes for action figures and all this stuff. Take a lesson, Bushiroad. And again, it's just so pointless. They have to stick the word buddy in everything. It just goes on and on. Buddy police, buddy fight, buddy partners, just went on and on and on. And again, from there, the acting, actually I think the acting split this time. In the Cardfight Vanguard dub, the acting is genuinely bad and phoned in. Here, half of it's bad, half of it's phoned in. I actually think the actor or actress playing our main character here seems to put in a lot more energy than the Aichi dub does. You can clearly tell whoever they are is trying to have fun with a character with no direction, no logic, and just no idea what they're supposed to do with him. I also thought his mom was kind of funny. They have a couple of good exchanges where she pops in through his phone and stuff, and I thought that had me laughing a bit. But again, it just gets ruined the next minute. From there, the acting is pretty cheesy. The dad and he's got a little sister, they're pointless. He's got two friends, they are bland and forgettable. You got the rival, he's not bad, but I'm a little afraid because it kind of went very pitchy at times. Then you have, I guess, what's supposed to be the best friend or something, and it's just a complete, phoned-in, terrible performance. Instantly took me out of whatever little bit of the episode I was in. It just makes no sense. We don't even see the card game for the first episode. The guy playing the dragon went from being good 1 minute, bad the next, just went on, and by the end of the half hour, I was happy only because it was over. This is the most blatant attempt at selling crap to small children since Batman and Robin. Yeah, I went there. This is bad. At least with Cardfight Vanguard, they at one time were trying to make a good show, and with Sword Art Online, they're clearly trying to do something. They're just failing miserably. This isn't trying at all. This exists to make kids go to their parents, please buy me this shit, buy it for me, and nothing else. It's just bad. Let's get this canceled. Well, we can't do anything because we're in the United States, but I can at least say this. Future Card Buddyfight is a 1 out of 10 on the fantasy scale. Why does it get the fantasy scale? Because I couldn't figure out what else to do with it. Yes, like with most cable providers, I have no idea what the point to this show is. I don't know what it's trying for. Am I going to catch the second episode? Hell no. Even if it gets better, it's not worth sitting through any more crap. As for you, what do you think? Do you think this crap is worth it? Are you okay with blatant commercialism? Leave that comment below, and as always, click here to subscribe, because unlike Future Card Buddyfight, I try to do something good.